What's up guys, I'm back with another unboxing and I'm very excited to finally unbox a Batman figure from MEZCO. This is the MEZCO 112 Golden Age Batman specifically. They have a couple different Batman figures, but this is actually the first one I'm actually getting my hands on. So I can't wait to see what it looks like in person. And you know, first we're going to judge it based on the packaging, then the figure, then the accessories. Or maybe not in that exact order, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna get right to it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So much like every other packaging that MEZCO releases, this is very simple. It's very kind of clean. The art direction is nice on the front and the back. You obviously just not the actual pictures of the figure, but just like a cartoon figure of kind of looks like it's supposed to resemble the comic book. I'm not exactly sure, but it is pretty cool. It's very clean looking. Obviously, kind of what I love about MEZCO, one of the things I love about MEZCO is that you cannot see the figure. There's no clear packaging for you to look through, so it's very nice to like open that and get that surprise. I like that. Right, and so other than that, there's really not a lot about it. As you can see, it's just kind of all around this simple black and white kind of cartoon comic art with the classic Batman logo on the front and the sides. So for that, it is cool. I would give it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to give packaging a 4 out of 5. MEZCO keeps it clean and keeps it very simple, which is always a safe bet. All right, so we're finally gonna unbox this. We're gonna take a look. All right, so as you can see here, we have him. He's still in the plastic gel, but wow, man, I already love this. I already love this. I already know what this is gonna be. MEZCO never fails, man. MEZCO never fails. So as you can see, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 separate heads. 4 separate head figures. 4 interchangeable heads. Yeah, that's really cool. On top of the one that's already on his head in the packaging, and we have a lot of accessories here. Not a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot. I wouldn't say this is my definition of a lot of accessories, but we do have some cool Batman accessories. All right, so after that, we have the actual packaging that Batman comes in. There's still like 2 layers to this packaging, so you gotta like take this one off first. Like it has packages that are a little bit more complex, so this one's not that bad. So we take that. And here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. Okay, so there's like, something is on the back. Through. Wow, look at that cape. Plastic. Wow, I'm already in love with this one. I already know what I'm gonna give this one. So I had this in my hand for a little bit and I was kind of just like looking at it, and this is really good. This is really good. This beats my expectations by so much. First off, let's talk about this cape. This cape is made from some sort of faux leather. I'm sure it's not real, but still it looks amazing. It has some sort of like metal elastic or something in it. Photography is going to be insane with this. You can fully spread this out. Yeah, I'm loving this so far. So as you can see, his cape is really big, and of course you can put it back behind him. I love this figure so far. As you can see, this gray, my light's a little bright, but the gray is a little bit darker than it appears on camera. It's not as light gray as it seems with the light on. The belt is the kind of classic Batman gold yellow. This Batman toy reminds me of that Batman toy that everyone had when I was in like elementary school, which I think is pretty cool because I didn't really have one. I had one that was kind of like similar to it, but it wasn't the one. But this one, this Golden Age Batman is just classic Batman. Classic Batman, and this figure is so flexible. Like, he can literally do anything that you need him to do, especially with or without the stand. Honestly, with the stand, I'm sure it just makes it even more posable. But very articulate. Ab crunch is like as deep as you could expect or want an ab crunch to go. You can literally see his abs. Very accurate to the Golden Age Batman that you see in the comics, which I'm sure, although MEZCO, as we know, puts their own spin on every single one of their figures, so they kind of always look a little bit unique, but I'm pretty sure this is completely based off of that Golden Age Batman. But yeah, very much feeling this. And the costume is simple. This isn't that Batman costume that you're going to get from any like the Christopher Nolan movies, or of course the recent Matt Reeves movie, or and definitely not the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman. This is just a classic Batman. As you can see, has that simple, very plain logo, official Batman logo. The eyes are whited out. My personal favorite is when Batman has a cowl where the eyes are whited out or glow or something like that. A lot more threatening looking. Head swivel goes all the way around, complete 360. So that's cool. Again, look at this full leather. Looks very nice. Oh man, this is great. This is great. This is quickly becoming my favorite figure. Recently, I opened a NECA figure that was really just very disappointing. So this is such a breath of fresh air. It looks so nice. It looks exactly like how I wanted a Batman figure to look. And of course, I'll get some other shots. But as you can see, man, this guy, flexible. Now his legs, I will say the legs are kind of skinny. So standing him up is gonna be a bit difficult. So the legs are double jointed, like, look at that. So yeah, he's very flexible, very posable. The boots, obviously the ankle has a swivel, full 360 swivel on the ankle. And the actual leg, that's cool, like the actual shin of his leg. Yeah, so all in all, to be honest, I have no complaints. The figure for me is going to be a 5 out of 5, straight up 5 out of 5. If you are making soft goods, you need to take note on how MEZCO is doing it, because this is perfect. If we look closer, I have him in this beautiful pose. If you look closer, this is the perfect Batman figure. 360 on the hands, full flex with the muscles on the arm and these shoulders, biceps. This is a great figure. This is a perfect figure for photography, and every time I open a MEZCO action figure, I see how much they care about the consumer, the customer. Yeah, I don't know what else I would change on it. I don't think there's anything that I would change. I think this is perfect the way it is. Of course, we're gonna look at the interchangeable heads, the interchangeable hands, and the accessories, but I think if you gave me this Batman toy just like this with no accessories, I'd be like, thank you very much. I would say the only negative, I have heard people say that MEZCO's figures, the heads on them kind of have this bobblehead kind of look, like the head's a lot bigger than the body. I think saying a lot is a little bit dramatic, but you do kind of see it with this figure especially. I don't know why I never really noticed it, and that's the only thing that I think I definitely would change, is the fact that it just looks a little off balance. But other than that, everything is great. I love this figure completely. I wouldn't trade anything else. So again, 5 out of 5. All right, now I'm going to talk about the accessories, but before we talk about them, let's get them out of this box. All right, as you can see here, it's 4 different head sculpts in the box, and then he has a head sculpt on them. And then you see you have like the cow here that you can hold in his hand. Then you got the interchangeable hands. So let's get this out. And again, he doesn't have a lot of accessories, but I guess you can say he has the ones that should count for Batman. All right, so let's look at these head sculpts first. First, we have the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. Wow, look at that. That's pretty good. Definitely, I think this is probably my favorite head sculpt. Obviously, they're not all very different. The other 4 heads obviously are just the, you know, his head with the cowl on it, with the Batman mask, whatever you want to call it. But I like that this one has that classic kind of 50s, 60s Batman classic golden age look, or Bruce Wayne golden age look. Definitely be good to take some shots, some photography shots with him with this head sculpt, holding that cowl in his hand. All right, and up next we have another cow head or head sculpt. This one, let's see what the face is kind of doing. Like, he's kind of has that grin, right? Like he has a small smirk on his face. Another cool one. So that's the second packaged head sculpt. Let's look at the third packaged head sculpt. This one looks like he's has more of like a stern face. Again, not too different. You could probably hardly tell unless you're really, really paying attention and looking, but here's another one. So this is going to be the third head sculpt. Last but not least, we have the 4th head sculpt, the 4th packaged head sculpt. And this one he has like, yeah, this one I actually like. This one is like that gritty face, like he's punching somebody or he's lifting something up. yeah, this is going to be probably my favorite one. I would definitely pose him with this one and actually have him on display with this one. So out of all the headpieces, I would say this is my favorite looking one so far. So let's look at the accessories. You got some different batarangs, and these are probably super sensitive because just look at how like thin and yeah, it looks good though. It's very good, very kind of gothic looking. Batarang 2, this one I think, it feels like this one's a bit shorter. Maybe it's a little bit shorter. I'm gonna have to like put them side by side to see. But this one also feels a little bit more like stern. I don't know. Yeah, but these two also have the little balls with the wings on the bat wings on them. So the hand cowl, all right. I don't know exactly. I don't think you put it in his hand. Maybe you can also put it in his hand, but I think it actually like goes, it hangs behind him. So it would like be hanging off of his neck. You would put this, you pop one of the heads off and put this in between the head and the ball. You got another batarang, this one without the rope. So this one would go directly in his hand if you're posing him. Another batarang. Very cool. I like this one. I like this one. It has that kind of like sharp, classic look. And we have another gothic looking batarang. This one's silver and this one is literally shaped like a bat. Here's another one. Another paper thin one that you can snap in half. This one, I guess, is more shaped like itself, like one wing of a bat. Well, yep, another batarang. All right, now let's look at this breathing apparatus. I haven't read much of the Golden Age comics. I'm way more into like the 90s to current Batman comics, but it's some sort of breathing apparatus, and I don't know. There's instructions even to put it on his face. So I don't know if it's that complicated. It looks like it would just like, you know, grip onto his face, but maybe it's something more to it. But we'll definitely check that out later. So this is the breathing apparatus. All right, so then we have the accessory that I think confuses me. It seems to be some sort of belt buckle, but the belt he has on does not look like you can put this on there, but we'll see. I don't know. All right, so as you see here, we have 4 different pairs of hands, not including the pair that's on the figure itself already. So that means he has 5 different sets of hands, which are pretty cool. So it looks like you got like some open hand ones, then you got like some closed, his fingers are together, but the hands are open, like he's probably gonna do that Robin slap. Then you have like the closed fist, then you have the open hands. All right, let's take a look at the last layer of accessories, which is interesting because it would seem that it would be just this display stand, and the MEZCO accessory bag, but we do seem to have one last piece of Batman equipment. All right, so as we see, we have here the MEZCO accessory bag. Very thankful for this always. So what I looked up and came to understand is that these are the actual batarangs. The other 2 are called bat bolas or bat bolos. Again, I didn't read the Golden Age comics, so I don't really know exactly what those are. But these are the actual batarangs. So they're the last 2 Batman accessories that you're gonna find in the packaging, and they come on this 3rd layer. So now let's look. This is the MEZCO bag. I'm not gonna open it up right now, but MEZCO always comes with this accessory bag for you to put all your accessories in. And I'm very thankful for that because again, it sucks having to buy like your own Ziploc bags when I think every one of these companies could simply put a little plastic bag in there to keep these accessories in. So very good. Thank you, MEZCO. I don't really like these stands, to be honest. The MEZCO stands, I've said it before, I'm not a big fan of them. I think they could be a little bit more like, I don't know, not so cheap, I guess, but after some experience with other stands from Amazon and stuff, I do like the fact that I do like how convenient they are as far as setup, and that they're already fully put together. So as you can see, usual clear. I do like this Golden Age Batman logo. I'm glad that they decided to go with that logo for this. Sometimes the logos that they put on these the base for these display stands are not cool, but this one's pretty good. So with that being said, I'm going to give the accessories a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, there's not a lot of variety. Yeah, I wish that he came with some more Batman specific accessories, but there's a lot. There's a lot of hands. There's 4 different head sculpts outside of the one he comes with. There's this breathing apparatus thing, which I think that's pretty cool. And then of course the cowl that you can kind of hang from the back of his neck. All of this is like, it's really good for a Golden Age Batman figure. So again, I'm giving the accessories a 4.5 out of 5. Now, before I get into my final verdict and give my final thoughts and everything, let's do some size comparisons. I'm gonna compare him to a couple of NECA figures, and then I'm of course gonna compare him to some other MEZCO figures. All right, so here's my final thoughts and the final verdict. So we gave the packaging a 4.5 out of 5, and then I gave the figure itself a 5 out of 5, and then I gave the accessories a 4.5 out of 5. When you do the math on that, it averages to like, I think maybe around like a 4.6 out of 5. So I'm just gonna round up and call it a perfect score, 5 out of 5. I'm pretty sure this is my first perfect Mezco, and I'm so happy about that because Batman is my favorite everything. So this is the perfect figure. The only thing that I would change about it personally, as I said, maybe Mezco needs to kind of just reduce the size on their head sculpts a little bit because the head is a little bit big. Other than that, as far as a Golden Age Batman action figure, I don't know what else you would want. This is perfect 1/12 scale. This figure was a gift, and I'm so happy and thankful that I got this as a gift because it was the perfect gift. Anybody who's collecting Batman toys and you don't have this, please go get this for your collection. Thanks again so much for watching. That's it. I have 2 more Mezco reviews coming up very soon, so make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. And let us know what you're collecting. What toys are you collecting? Thanks again.